Youth unemployment, that's his 16 to 24s, is a massive 16%. The NEET classification is often preferred, not in employment, education or training, and that runs at 12.7% or 946,000. Those people have limited or zero discretionary spending ability, which is harmful to the economy overall. Aside from anything else, long-term unemployment from a young age is so extremely damaging. So I really hope the government are going to do something about this. What about European comparators? I always criticise people for not putting figures into context. Is 16% so terrible? It feels terrible. Well, it's similar in France, actually. Germany is only around 6.6%. Maybe there's a lesson there. Let's have a look at it. What about the US? Well, it's between 9 and 10%. And in Italy, it's 20.7%. But it's clear there that the UK is on the higher end, and perhaps we can learn some lessons from the Germans. So what do they do to get that so low? Well, they don't wait for graduation to start training. They integrate industry into the classroom. So the model is about between 50 and 70% of German young people enter the dual vocational training scheme. They spend 3 days at a company in a week getting paid and 2 days at a vocational school. What's the result? Well, about 74% of apprentices are hired permanently by the same company the day they finish their training. And we have this in a very watered down way in the UK, don't we? But nowhere near that percentage of young people going into this sort of apprenticeship scheme. So what's the proponomics take? Well, it effectively eliminates the paradox of having no experience and therefore getting no job. Whilst the UK has got a high skills mismatch, in fact it does better than that, doesn't it really? Because it takes away the better the devil you know recruitment side of things. You already know these apprentices, and it must be working pretty well if 74% are going through and becoming employed. So graduates take low skilled jobs they're overqualified for, which happens in other places. We've got a high skills mismatch in the UK, but Germany is producing workers who are plug and play for the industrial and service sectors. So if you're looking at property or business investment, watch the public sector wage growth.